Hi there, this is Tina with SpongeNStamp.com, and Tuesday I did a little video to show you how to make this sweet, super cute card, and I told you to not to throw away the other piece to our stitched, nested, labeled dies. That's a mouthful. So anyway, this is the other part of it, and I said to keep it because we were going to use it. So I'm going to show you an idea that I kind of sort of came up with. I did come up with in my mind, but I sort of halfway did it, and then I decided to stop so that we could finish it together on here. So I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is 5 1/4 by 4. And what I'm going to do is take my moon and I'm going to go ahead and block it up. I did not block that up ahead of time, so I'm going to block that up right now. And then I am going to take my Memento ink, take my Memento ink and ink that up. So I'm going to put that right there. I have ink all over my fingers because I dropped the pad. And then what I'm going to do is just kind of randomly go around our cardstock here. And I could probably spin it around a lot easier than just turning it, but sometimes I don't think about stuff like that, so I just do it the hard way. But anyway, you guys can do, of course, what you think is best for you. And it's just really all about having fun. And that's what we're going to do on here. We are just going to have some fun. And these are my little moons that I am just going around and around in different ways. Okay, so that is all I'm going to do there. And I may add more, and then again, I may just leave it just like that. So now I am going to bring in my yellow, which I did forget to bring, and my black. Okay, you always forget something, it seems like, no matter how hard you try not to. So I am going to bring in my dark yellow. This is Daffodil Delight. And I am going to use my bullet tip because it's easier for me to take a little control, or to have a little more control. Okay, and we are just going to color in these guys. And in all actuality, I think I do like the light Daffodil Delight a little better, but I've already started, so we are going to go with this because I think it's still going to be absolutely adorable. And we are going to color all of these little moons here and get them all colored up. So these are our alcohol markers, so you always want to use the Memento black ink because that is what you use for your alcohol markers. Now, if I was using my blending pen or watercolors, I would want to use my SpongeNStamp ink. But we are using our alcohol-based markers. This is going to take, I know this is boring to watch. I probably should have stamped another one and had it all done for you, because you know how to color. Okay, and we're not really doing any shading with these. We're just coloring them in. And just kind of we're almost done here. It's taking me a little bit longer today to do this. I think it's because I've been having trouble with one of my eyes, and it's a little bit blurry today. Okay, so there we go. So now what I want to do is I want to give my moon a little bit of shimmer. So I'm bringing in the clear Wink of Stella, and I am just going to brush some on each one of these little moons here, just to give them some sparkle and some shimmer. Doesn't matter how well or how much, or just give it a little bit of sparkle. And go around here. One more. Okay, so now, I don't know if you guys can see that, but aren't they pretty with the little sparkle in there? I hope that you can see that. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my crumb cake card base that I'm using, and it is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and I've already folded it and gave it a nice crisp fold. So this is going to go on top. And then this piece right here was the other part, actually I'm going to move this out of the way, was the other part of our sentiment that we used Tuesday. So I wanted to show you a really clever idea that you could use it for so that it doesn't waste. And we're going to use this cute little cow right here that is in La La Land, probably dreaming fantastic dreams. We're going to ink that up with the Memento ink again. And I am going to just kind of center that the best I can. Actually, I think I'm going to come up just a little bit. Give room for my sentiment. Stamp that down, straight up. Okay, so now we're going to use our Stampin' Blend again, and this is the light basic black. And I am just going to quickly just color in his little pom-pom, the tip of his tail, his spots, and his hoofs here. Not doing any fancy coloring or shading. We're just gonna quickly color in, and I know that I'm probably not doing the best job, but it is okay. That's my motto. It is okay. It's a handmade card. It doesn't need to be perfect. And you know what? When you buy cards right off the shelf in your big stores, they're not all perfect either if you look at them. And sometimes I think the little imperfections kind of make a card sometimes. Okay, so there we go. So we've got that. That was really quick and easy. Now we're going to bring in our Dark Daffodil Delight again, and I'm just going to give the bell, his cowbell, a little color. And then we're going to use the sentiment Dream Big from the stamp set over the moon. And I'm going to ink that up in Memento, and I'm going to try to stamp this straight as well. Hopefully I'll be able to, and excuse me if I put my head in here, but I really, not too bad. It's a little crooked, but it'll be all right. I really have to get right on top of something to be able to stamp straight. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside. And then what I did was I used the largest of the stitched nested labels dies to cut out a label from the Designer Series 6x6 paper stack that's in the Brights collection. This is really a beautiful collection of paper because you get 4 of each. I believe there's 40 sheets total, and you get each of the Brights colors that's in the Brights. And I'm just going to show you, this is my favorite color in the whole wide world, which is Bermuda Bay. You get this mosaic looking side, and then the other side is scripted. And then you get this, which is argyle, and the other side is the gingham. Well, I chose the Daffodil Delight, so I cut out using the large stitched nested label die, cut it out, and then I just cut off the end of it, because what we're going to do is we are going to place this on this side, centering it like so, and I do need to have another moon right there. So let me go ahead and ink that up, and we are going to put, actually no, let me see, just flip that around. Yeah, that works good. Okay, so I don't need it. All right, I don't want it to come all the way across. I do want it to come in some, but this and there. So I am going to go ahead and adhere this down. And I'm not going to adhere it all the way. I'm also going to bring in my, oh, what's the name of this thing? Silicone mat. I'm going to bring that in because I don't want to get any glue on my workstation, and the glue will not stick to this mat. It just won't. It's absolutely awesome. Hot glue, liquid glue, your tape runner, none of it will stick. So then I'm going to go ahead, and I know I don't have this on perfectly straight. I can just tell by what I'm trimming off, but we are going to go with it. Okay, so I've got that. I trimmed that off, and now I'm going to put this all the way over to the side, centering it right there on that. And I am going, do I want to pop? No, we're going to go ahead and just adhere that. I was thinking about putting a dimensional on there, but I am just opting not to for today. We're going to put that right there on that, and I feel like I'm forgetting something really big, but I don't know what it is. So, okay, so I stamped one of the moons on a piece of scrap whisper white, and I already colored it and did the Wink of Stella, and then I fussy cut it out. This we are going to pop up, so I need a dimensional for that, and I am going to put two mini ones on there. I think we'll just go with one. So we'll put one mini dimensional on there, and we'll pull off the backing, and we're going to put the moon, figure out how we want it. Like it's just hanging over him while he sleeps. And then we're going to put some liquid glue on the back of this, some of our Tombow Mono liquid multi-purpose glue. And then I'm going to center this guy right on our crumb cake. Just like that. I think that is, could come over a little bit more. Just like that. And there we go. So you didn't waste the other piece of our label that we cut off, and we made a, we got a little black ink on there. We made a super duper cute card. And if you wanted to, before you glued all of this down, you could take some baker's twine or some ribbon and tie a little bow around there, which I think we'll do just to dress it up a little bit. So I just have some of our white basic baker's twine, and I'm going to slip it around under there. Thank goodness it didn't all glue down, so I'm able to do this. And I am going to try to tie a tight bow here. I'm not always successful, and I came over here very unprepared for this video because I could really use my glue dots to kind of hold this down some for me so that it stays tight. But I don't see them over here, so they are at my other station. So we are going to go ahead and just try our best. And it could be a lot tighter than that. And then we'll pull our bow, And a little tip for when you're tightening up your bows, when you're using your baker's twine, is just kind of hold it, because it does kind of tend to twist a little bit. And I do want this to be tighter, but just for demonstration purposes, we're going to leave it just like that. And then you just trim off your edges, and you have a sweet, sweet little, there, it dressed up our card a little. You can pull that over, and then you can put more adhesive down there to make that tighter. So matter of fact, I think I'm going to just put a little bit down there just to hold that in place. I'm going to slide this over just a little bit too, if I can get it to come over without coming out. Just like that, and we'll put a little bit more glue under there. Hold that down. So there we go. So what do you guys think? I hope that you really enjoyed this video, and I hope that you get a kick out of my goofiness and my silliness, and I hope that you like this project, because I think it turned out really, really cute. And I hope that you create some beautiful cards, and feel free to copy this and send this away, because it's, you know what we say, case everything, you know, so it's copy, share everything. Copy and share everything. So it's lots and lots of fun. And thanks again for watching me today. And if you like this video and want to see all of my future videos, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel and click the icon, the little bell icon, so that it will give you notifications of all my new videos. And jump on over to my blog, SpongeNStamp.com, and check me out there. I'll also have pictures and postings of this card and the card that we did Tuesday, and with all the measurements and shopping lists and just all kinds of good stuff on there you can find in all my previous projects that I've done. And also I go Facebook Live on Tuesday nights at 7:30. So jump on over to my Facebook page. I will link everything down below. And again, thanks so much. It means the world to me that you stopped by. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.